That was always a challenge of like, okay, you're given responsibility for recommendations, but what exactly do you recommend? I think you get into issues where recommending content that may be fake news but interesting. Right? Like, is that okay to recommend? Or, and sometimes like, what exactly is even fake news? Because some people in the US be watching like Fox News and saying, well, that's fake news. Or if I'm watching CNN, if that's real.
Many content creators say that due to the way YouTube operates now, you're catering to a constantly changing algorithm rather than the viewers that they intended. What do you think of that? And is this how you saw YouTube evolve?
Interesting, right? I mean, because just as much or just as important as the video that you're watching now is the related videos that you see to the right of the video. When Google first made that acquisition, we were conducting basically searches on the tags and the description of the video that you're watching. And so everybody would get the same recommendations because we were essentially just doing a search. But we started tinkering around with this idea that if you can kind of abstractly think about the content on YouTube as being different islands, some larger than others, but different islands of content that are all related to a certain content. These are all pet videos, and within that, these are all cat videos. These are all cooking videos. And each one of these are different islands and there's related content in there. But then you start realizing that you can't just show all the related content that's related to just this video, or else you get stuck.
The volume you have now.
Yeah, because you don't want to just see, you want to see it as a video platform, a generic video platform, rather than just a cat video platform. And so it was important to be able to kind of dynamically showcase like other types of content that you would find interesting that you may have not seen before on YouTube, but you may be interested in it, but we don't want to overflood you with this. And so it was always this about, okay, we show related content based on a few methods and algorithms. One of them is going to be based on the type of content that you're watching right now, so based on the content, but the other one is going to be other people that have like this type of content. What other types of content do they like? And it's most likely that you're going to be watching that content as well. If you let that run completely algorithmically, completely just based on user data, it does start using a lot of that user behavior to be able to generate like related videos, relationships and recommendations and preferences. That's all kind of based on the uses of the 2 billion other users, viewers that are watching this content. I think you get into issues where, are you recommending content that may be fake news but interesting, right? Like, is that okay to recommend? Or and sometimes like, what exactly is even fake news? Because some people in the US be watching like Fox News and saying, well, that's fake news. Or if I'm watching CNN, if that's real, if that's NBC.
I have a good 3 hours set aside for that conversation.
But I think like from the side of the engine, the algorithms from the YouTube side, I think that was always a challenge of like, okay, you're given responsibility for recommendations, but what exactly do you recommend? Are you supposed to be trying to be an educational site? Are you supposed to be a news site? Are you supposed to be deciding what is better for the user? And it's hard to decide.
So to put it simply, do you think you feel it's continued on the trajectory that you set out regarding the algorithm, or how the algorithm kind of suggests?
I think like I can't say what is the sort of the main drivers now, right? But I do know that during the years that I was still there, especially post-acquisition, it was starting to make the recommendations. When you watched a single video, everybody's recommendation was the same because it was essentially just doing a search on this video. But now it's very different. And I know that was a huge amount of work to be able to get to that level. But then at the time that I was departing, it was then, if you still had more computation, then how do you continue to customize that algorithm and personalize that algorithm into what level, into what depth, and which variables should be factored in and should be more significant versus which variable should be. As a personal individual user, unrelated to YouTube, I'm pretty happy with the recommendations that I get from YouTube, but I still know that there's only a certain amount that there's only certain swabs of content that I can get to with the recommendations, that I still need to go back to just searching for exactly what types of content that I want to look for when I want to search for something new, rather than continuing to just watch what is fed to me.